Now they've got two clay products, but what's the difference and which is the best for you? So it was at the start of this month that I did a review of First Hand Supply's texturizing clay. And when I did this, I had actually quite a lot of comments and questions about how this compares to First Hand Supply's other clay, which is their Clay Pomade. So I thought instead of doing two separate reviews, I'll sit down and I'll compare them. Now, if you're new to my channel, then hi, I'm Robin. This is my new studio. We have an echo. We're gonna work around it. Hopefully you're also enjoying what I've got going on here. Please do press subscribe right now. The button is just below this video. It's also a notification bell button. Hit that, just means you're not gonna miss out on any videos. Now, First Hand Supply is a brand that's fast become one of my favorites. I have been reaching for both of these. I just think they're like solid products that really do perform. They're an American company, they're a home brewer, who, as a lot of these home brewers have done, have seemed to grow and really sort of had success. What I really like about them is they're more into this sort of ethical way of thinking and in business, you know, looking at really great quality ingredients, looking at their packaging, ensuring that it comes from recyclables, and ensuring that what they're doing is not impacting negatively on the environment we're in. Now that's me flying the flag for that. The first one, really, the Clay Pomade, says firm hold and matte finish, versus the texturizing clay that we've had on this channel before. This is a neutral finish, with a medium hold. Same tubs, don't love them, don't hate them, but again, from PCR, post-consumer recyclables, so that gets a big tick. Both smell good, really inoffensive. The Clay Pomade smells slightly sweeter and stronger, whereas the texturizing clay smells actually slightly drier, and I think that's to do with the ingredients that we'll get into. But really, when you are looking into the ingredients of these, there's only a tiny little shift and change. The texturizing clay goes aqua, so water. They are both water-based. You've then got aloe vera juice, then kaolin clay. So kaolin clay is a type of clay that doesn't swell the hair. Then you've got kira alba, which is beeswax. You've got emulsifying wax, and then various other waxy compounds and essential oils, which really is the good stuff. They've got jojoba seed oil in this, which is really great for nourishing the hair. Then into the Clay Pomade, again, pretty much the same here, but you've got water, aloe vera juice again, but then this is where it changes. You've got kira alba, which is the beeswax, followed by the kaolin clay. So this is really what's going to make the difference in how these products perform. Now guys, as ever, both of these products are on the products pages on manfromself.com. So if you want to know more about ingredients that are in these, also find the best prices, and also read more about the brand, what they do, and the whole sort of mission statement, then they are both there. I will link to the First Hand Supply page up there in the cards. Now, in terms of consistency, when I first used the texturizing clay, I actually thought it was really soft and creamy and felt a bit waxy. But when you take a look at the Clay Pomade, you realize that in comparison, the texturizing clay is a lot drier and actually stiffer. Whereas the Clay Pomade definitely has more of that sort of beeswax, the waxy consistency, really easy to scoop out and emulsify. And as a result on that, they do apply easily, straight through, root to tip, no bits, no tug, no pull. Now, when we compare the products and styling, that's where you really see the difference. When I did the texturizing clay review, you might remember, my main criticism was that it wasn't as responsive. You really had to work in that volume. I also felt like it was better suited to hair that was naturally thicker. For me and my fine hair, I really need a product that's going to direct my hair and really push it into those styles. And actually, that's what you get with a Clay Pomade. It takes the hair, it coats it, it styles it, it pushes it, it boosts it, and it gives it this really great malleable sort of shape and volume. And when you're looking at the product side by side in finish, I don't think there's a huge difference. Now, you're supposed to have a matte finish for the Clay Pomade and a neutral finish for the texturizing clay, and actually they look very similar. If anything, the texturizing clay looks slightly more textured, and that isn't surprising. But the Clay Pomade really does give this great matte finish, textured hairstyle. And then when you're looking at hold and how they're sort of working through the day, the texturizing clay dropped ever so slightly, but does pop back in. This is a really dry product, I find. So you've got this sort of like grit-like texture, which keeps the hair sort of having movement, and you can see that it does just gonna go back up. versus the Clay Pomade, that is quite a dry texture, so it doesn't feel greasy, it also doesn't dry out, but you do still have this really great sort of movement in it without the hair looking solid or that sort of wet look. Also, I have been playing with this all day and it's really done very well. Again, you sort of see this difference in that the Clay Pomade definitely has a firmer hold, it's also malleable, although water-based, it doesn't dry out, versus the texturizing clay, which again, you can kind of work with, the texture is still there throughout the day, but it does tend to drop just that little bit more. Now, washability, both water-based products, they wash out with absolutely no problem at all. And then looking at price, unsurprisingly, both the same price, but actually I did look, and texturizing clay is on sale at the moment. I will link it down below in the description, also manforhimself.com. But really, I think they're really reasonable in terms of price. I absolutely love both of these products, but there is one product which I just think goes further and is more versatile, and that's 100% the Clay Pomade. Just for me, you know, working in that instant volume, being able to style and direct the hair, and then with that hold that really does stay throughout the day. I just think if there's one product, this is the one for you. And if you have used both these products, or maybe even just one, head to manforhimself.com, linked up there with the products pages. You can give your own rating, your own review, rating out of 5, and also upload your own picture. And I know that when I'm looking through products, I find it so helpful to see what other people think. So please do come across and share your thoughts on the products. But thank you again. If you're new to my channel, you've not yet pressed subscribe, then it is time to hit it. The button is just there. So some more video suggestions down there. Stay with me and watch them. Head to the product pages, they're linked there. Also, there's products up there, plus my Instagram. Come and follow me. But I'll see you in my next new video. Bye-bye.